So I've got this old car, a hot rod, a serious piece of iron, a dual exhaust rumbler, a tire smoking, gear shifting, full bore screaming hunk of Detroit vintage technology, speeding my heart like a mainline shot of adrenaline every time I step on the gas.
And draining the radiator out. Alright, so I got all the cab mounts on the other side. I got them all off, and now it's time for this side. So you can see my stuff that I put in there and everything. And there's the fuel line over there, and I need to disconnect right there. And cab mount there, and the other cab mount over there, and stuff. So oh yeah, and I figured out that's a Dana 60 rear end. There's a little 60 stamped in it, and it's the the design. But I just figured that out doing a little research on it, so that's cool to know. And that transmission, whoops, I just smacked the camera on the exhaust. Alright, and that transmission there is a Muncie 4-speed, of course, and well, that's all for now. Also, I'm making a little cart for the cab out of some pallets, and they're pretty heavy duty pallets, so shouldn't be a problem. The cab doesn't even seem that heavy. I could lift this side up pretty easily. Let me see if I could set the camera down and show you. But watch. I'll show you guys. It's not too heavy. I think I can put it up on blocks and then do it pretty easily. But as you can see there, I lifted it all up, and it's not that heavy. And these rocker panels are pretty bad, but those are all going to be replaced, and it'll be much easier to get to with it off the frame and such. So that's all for now, and I'll talk to you guys later. This little dolly for the cab out of pallets and some wheels. It's not pretty, but it'll do the job. As you can see, it rolls really easily. And has those little wheels on there. They're really heavy duty wheels. And so hopefully that'll hold up, support it, but I think it will, because I've seen people do this before with pallets. And the cab's not really that heavy. It's not as heavy as I thought. It's about as heavy as the bed, I'd say. So it's not really that bad. So next thing I need to get out is the shifter lever out there. It comes out of a little notch, and then it's pretty cut and dry, the rest of it. And the coolant is done draining, and gotta unhook these heater hoses. I gotta unhook the wiring, and unhook the brakes, and unhook the clutch and the gas. So still got a lot to do, but it'll be off soon, and it's looking good. Oh yeah, I also got to take the other door off, and also got to brace the cab just in case, even though it's pretty solid, this rocker, but I still want to brace it up pretty good so I don't have to worry about anything uh, you know, shifting. So this should do the job. It's pretty cool. Just simple to make. And talk to you guys later. See ya. Bracing's in. Got jacked up. Cab mounts actually don't look too bad. And taking the steering out, so it could come off more. And I think this just slides out. Once that's out, it slides out of this slot in there, and then you can take the whole shaft off. So just gonna take a picture of this so that it'll be good reference. Got these two steel tubes, and I braced the cab because as you guys know, that side doesn't have a rocker panel, and that's a very important piece of structure that keeps it together. And as you can see, it's just a couple steel tubes welded in. Alright guys, working on things again. Doing a lot of research on brakes here. This thing's almost ready to come off, as you can tell. So I got the shifter lever out and cab braced. Check all those guys out. Great videos they make, and great projects they're all working on, and I enjoy watching all their videos. Keep them up. Memory card's almost full, and then I'll put all this video together. So I got the steering shaft off. That was pretty simple. And I'm just gonna leave it like that, and take it off, and that should be good right there. It's off. The steering wheel is just free. Also got my clutch linkage disconnected. That was a piece of cake. And probably the hardest thing I came across so far was probably getting this loose here, because that was pretty rusty. But a good shot of WD-40 on there, let it sit overnight, and bam, it broke right loose. So that's good. And of course, gotta label everything. Got my steering shaft stuff. And what I do with this is I bring it over here to my big bin of stuff that I took off. And what I do here is I put it neatly with my other stuff. It's a big help to have everything organized like this. Got my heater hoses labeled, top, bottom, intake, manifold, water pump. I got everything labeled. And the heater hoses are actually in pretty decent shape. They're not hard, they're not stiff, but they don't crack when you squeeze them, so they're in good shape. They're going back on when this is all done. I got my seat belts labeled. I got everything labeled up. It really helps. It makes things go a lot smoother. I got my little peep mirror there, and that's what I do. And I just have this. I just shut this. It's just a nice bin like that. Label it. I label all the things I got put in there: gas tank bolts, seatbelt bolts, etc., etc. I got my Ziploc bags. I got my paper and marker, scissors to label stuff, tape to wrap around the hoses and label stuff. As you can see, I labeled my fender ground, my defender, side marker. It just really helps to label everything. Alright, I'll see you guys later. My memory's full now, so see ya.